How many of us aspire to become wise? Being wise is not the same as being smart. It's not the same as knowing a lot of information. It's not the ability to be a social critic. It's not measured by the number of syllables in the words we use. It's not measured by how well or how fast we speak. It's not measured by our skepticism or our cynicism. I've been perplexed and perturbed and at a loss for what to say. You could say that I've been seeking wisdom. Howard Thurman once said, I need wisdom to cast a slow and steady radiance over all my landscape in order that things, choices, deeds may be seen in their true light, the light of the eternal and the timeless. Wisdom. I need it too, even as I speak with you today. I think it was the desire for wisdom that brought Nicodemus to Jesus, the story of that encounter that precedes our reading this afternoon. Nicodemus was a devout member of the Jewish Sanhedrin, a leader of the religious establishment of his time. It was the highest court of justice, the supreme council in ancient Jerusalem. You might say that he was a member of the Jewish Supreme Court. And he came to visit Jesus in the darkness and the stillness of night. Whether that darkness of night describes Nicodemus' own soul or the times in which he lived, it is not indicated. Perhaps he just didn't want to be seen with Jesus and his company because he thought it might sully his reputation or create a scandal in the Jewish community. We don't know. But the story says that he came to Jesus at night in darkness. Nicodemus came seeking wisdom. He came to learn, and learn he does. He calls Jesus Rabbi, teacher, and recognizes that Jesus, as he puts it, has come from God. And for Nicodemus, Jesus' clear relationship with the divine meant a lot. It was the thing that drew him like a magnet. I give Nicodemus a lot of credit. Here is a religious leader who was willing to admit that he didn't know everything that there is to know about God. Here's a teacher who still understands that he has something to learn, as learned as he might be. Nicodemus created a situation of spiritual growth for himself by embracing humility. Unlike a lot of other interactions that Jesus has had with his religious authorities of his time, Nicodemus didn't set out to challenge Jesus, didn't try to trick him into saying something that he might regret, something that would prove damaging to his reputation or his authority. Nicodemus came with an openness to hear something new, something strange, something perhaps surprising. He didn't come to Jesus with his mind made up. He was seeking. He was hoping to learn something that would help him understand his landscape, his daily experience, and how his life fit into the swirl of life itself. He came seeking wisdom. How many of us aspire to become wise? Being wise is not the same as being smart. It's not the same as knowing a lot of information. It's not the ability to be a social critic. It's not measured by the number of syllables in the words we use. It's not measured by how well or how fast we speak. It's not measured by our skepticism or our cynicism. It's not measured by the degree of disdain we display for authority or institutions or traditions. Wisdom is not about being au courant, well-informed about the latest theory or epistemology or methodological approach. Wisdom is about a deep understanding of the meaning of life and what it means to be human.